Tonight, we journey far beyond the familiar lands of Middle-earth to a realm of unmatched beauty and light, the blessed realm of Valinor, a place where the stars shine brighter, the air carries a gentle warmth, and every stream sings with the whispers of ancient tales. This is the land of the Valar, the keepers of creation, where the light of the two trees once illuminated the world with a brilliance unmatched in any age. As you listen, let your mind drift gently, imagining golden fields and silver shores where the breeze carries the scent of blooming flowers and the soft hum of eternal harmony. This is a story of peace, wonder, and the timeless magic of a place untouched by the darkness of the world. So, let the weight of the day fade away. Find your most comfortable place, close your eyes, and allow yourself to be carried to the tranquil shores of Valinor. Together, we will uncover its secrets, exploring the echoes of its light and the stories hidden within its timeless beauty. Rest easy, my friend, for this is your time to relax and dream. Before we journey deeper into the timeless beauty of Valinor, I would like to know from where you are tuning in from and what time it is for you. And if you find peace and joy in these tales of Middle-earth, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support allows us to continue crafting these gentle stories that bring the magic of Tolkien's world to life. Now, settle in. Let the soft rhythm of this story guide you into tranquility as we step together into the blessed realm. Breathe deeply, release the tension of the day, and prepare to drift into the beauty of Valinor's light. In the golden land of Valinor, where the shimmering light of the two trees once cast its radiant glow, there lived a gentle and curious elf named Elenvar. With hair as silvery as the light of Telperion and eyes reflecting the golden hue of Laurelin, Elenvar was a soul of quiet wonder. Though he dwelled in a place of peace and perfection, he was ever drawn to the whispers of ancient tales and the secrets of the blessed realm. Elenvar loved to wander the rolling meadows of Valinor, where the grasses swayed like waves under the warm breeze, and the air was filled with the soft hum of unseen melodies. He often walked the shores of the Sea of Beliger, where silver foam kissed the sands and the vast ocean stretched endlessly toward the horizon. In the stillness of these moments, he felt the heartbeat of the world, the steady rhythm of creation itself. Yet, within the serenity of his life, there was a quiet mystery that pulled at Elenvar's thoughts. The light of the two trees, long extinguished, still seemed to echo faintly in the farthest corners of Valinor, as though its memory lingered in the very stones and waters of the land. Tales spoke of fragments of this light, hidden and waiting to be discovered by those who sought them with a pure heart. It was this quiet intrigue that set Elenvar on his journey, a journey not of haste or urgency, but of quiet exploration and reflection. As he set out, the soft light of the evening settled over the land, casting a golden glow that seemed to whisper promises of discoveries yet to come. The blessed realm, timeless and serene, held its secrets close, and Elenvar was ready to uncover them, one gentle step at a time. Elenvar's days in Valinor often began with peaceful walks through its golden fields and silver woods. The trees, older than memory, stood tall and proud, their leaves shimmering as if kissed by starlight. The sound of birdsong mingled with the gentle rustle of leaves, creating a melody that seemed to flow from the heart of the land itself. Yet, even amid this tranquility, a quiet question lingered in Elenvar's mind. A question tied to the fading whispers of the two trees' light. One evening, as the sun dipped low over the sea of Beligar, Elenvar noticed something unusual along the shore. The waves, lapping gently at the sand, carried a faint glow, as if the waters themselves remembered the light of Telperion and Laurelin. Drawn by this mysterious radiance, he walked closer, his steps slow and deliberate. The glow seemed to pulse faintly, like the beat of an unseen heart, before fading into the depths of the ocean. Intrigued, Elenvar began to pay closer attention to the subtle signs around him. The soft luminescence of certain flowers, the quiet hum that resonated through the air in the stillness of night, and the faint glimmers of light that danced on the surface of still ponds. All seemed to hint at a lingering presence of the two trees' essence. Guided by these signs, Elenvar ventured deeper into the heart of Valinor, exploring places he had only heard of in whispered tales. He walked through the gardens of Lorien, where dreams wove themselves into the very air, their patterns shimmering faintly in the moonlight. The scent of blossoms, sweet and calming, filled his senses as he paused to listen to the quiet murmurs of the fountains. As he journeyed, Elenvar encountered creatures that seemed to share in the mystery. A silver bird, its feathers catching the light like spun moonbeams, perched on a branch and sang a song that resonated deeply within him. The notes, gentle and haunting, felt like an invitation, a call to follow the light that lingered in the corners of Valinor. The further he traveled, the more he noticed how the land seemed alive with its own quiet magic. The trees whispered secrets in the wind, their leaves glowing faintly under the starlight. Streams sparkled as if carrying threads of the two trees' light, winding their way through valleys that seemed untouched by time. But even in this gentle pursuit, there was an underlying sense of intrigue. Elenvar found himself drawn to a hidden path within a dense forest, its entrance marked by ancient stones etched with runes that glowed faintly under his army's touch. The air here was cooler, filled with a sense of anticipation. As he stepped onto the path, a soft breeze rustled the leaves, carrying with it a faint melody, one that seemed to echo the songs of the two trees themselves. With each step, Elenvar felt a quiet excitement building within him. The path wound through the trees, leading him deeper into the forest and closer to the heart of the mystery. Though the journey was slow and deliberate, the gentle rhythm of his steps and the soothing sounds of the forest created a sense of calm. The light of Valinor, though faint, seemed to guide him, urging him onward toward its hidden truth. As the night deepened, Elenvar paused to rest by a small, glowing pool. The water shimmered softly, reflecting the starlit sky above. He gazed into its depths, feeling a sense of connection to the ancient stories of Valinor. The journey, though peaceful and unhurried, was beginning to reveal the layers of mystery surrounding the light of the two trees. And as he closed his eyes, the gentle sounds of the forest lulled him into a restful sleep, the promise of discovery waiting just beyond the horizon. The morning light in Valinor was soft and golden, casting a gentle glow over the forest as Elenvar awoke by the shimmering pool. The melody of the night lingered faintly in his mind, a quiet reminder of the path he had begun to follow. Refreshed and resolute, he continued his journey along the ancient trail, his steps guided by the faint glimmers of light that seemed to dance in the air around him. As the path wound deeper into the heart of Valinor, Elenvar came upon a hidden glade surrounded by trees of silver and gold. At the center of the glade stood a single stone pedestal, worn smooth by time, yet etched with intricate carvings that seemed to glow faintly in the dappled sunlight. The carvings depicted the two trees, their light intertwining in a dance of gold and silver, and their roots stretching deep into the earth. Elenvar approached the pedestal, his heart beating softly with anticipation. Upon its surface lay a small, crystalline shard, no larger than a pearl, but it radiated a warmth and light that was both soothing and awe-inspiring. As his fingers brushed against it, a soft hum filled the glade, resonating through the air and the ground beneath his feet. In that moment, the vision came to him. He saw the two trees as they once were, standing tall and majestic in the center of Valinor, their light illuminating the land with a brilliance that touched every corner of the blessed realm. He felt the joy and unity of the Valar and the elves who dwelled in its glow, their songs harmonizing with the light to create a melody of unparalleled beauty. But the vision shifted, and he witnessed the sorrow of the tree's destruction, the darkness that fell over Valinor when their light was extinguished by Melkor and Ungoliant. Yet, even in the shadow, a spark of hope remained. The light of the trees was not entirely lost. Fragments of their essence had been preserved, scattered throughout Valinor, waiting for those who sought them with an open heart. When the vision faded, Elenvar found himself kneeling before the pedestal, the shard glowing faintly in his hand. He understood now that this was not just a fragment of the tree's light, but a piece of their legacy, a reminder that even in loss, light could endure. The glade seemed to respond to his realization. The trees swayed gently in the breeze, their leaves shimmering with a renewed brilliance. The air was filled with a quiet harmony, as though the land itself was singing in recognition of the shard's discovery. Elenvar sat quietly, his thoughts filled with wonder and reflection. The journey had begun as a quiet curiosity, a desire to uncover the lingering echoes of the tree's light. But now it had become something more, a journey of understanding, of reconnecting with the deeper truths of Valinor and its enduring beauty. As the day wore on, Elenvar carefully wrapped the shard in a cloth, its light still faintly visible through the folds. He knew this was only the beginning. The shard was a piece of a greater whole, and its discovery raised new questions. How many other fragments of the light remained? And what role might they play in preserving the legacy of the two trees? With a renewed sense of purpose, Elenvar rose and began his journey back to the path. The glade behind him shimmered in the afternoon light, a place now etched into his memory. The mystery of Valinor had deepened, and though he felt a quiet awe at what he had discovered, there was still more to uncover. As he walked, the shard's gentle glow seemed to guide him, a beacon of hope in the timeless beauty of Valinor. Each step carried him closer to the heart of the mystery, and though the journey was far from over, Elenvar felt a quiet certainty that the light of the trees would continue to shine, both in Valinor and within his own heart. Elenvar's discovery of the shard marked a turning point in his journey. Though it was small and fragile, its light carried the weight of ages, and he felt a quiet duty to uncover its purpose. The path ahead, now illuminated by his growing understanding, led him to seek answers among the ancient places of Valinor, where the whispers of lore still lingered. The first of these places was the Tower of Alqualondë, a tall and graceful structure perched upon the shores of Eldamar. Its white stone walls reflected the golden light of the sun, and its spire reached high into the heavens, seeming to touch the stars themselves. Elenvar entered its quiet halls, where the echoes of history were preserved in scrolls and carvings. Here, he met an archivist named Neliafine, a wise and serene elf whose knowledge of the two trees spanned many lifetimes. Neliafine listened intently as Elenvar recounted his discovery, her gaze soft yet thoughtful. "The shard you carry," she said in a voice as calm as a gentle stream, "is a piece of the tree's essence, a fragment of their light preserved by the will of the Valar. It is said that such fragments are imbued with the power to heal and to illuminate, even in the darkest of places." She led Elenvar to a mural that adorned the wall of the library, a depiction of the trees in their full splendor. Telperion, the silver tree, cast a cool, radiant light that mirrored the stars, while Laurelin, The golden tree exuded warmth and vitality. The mural seemed almost alive, the light of the trees shimmering faintly as though remembering their glory. Neliafini explained that fragments of the tree's light were scattered across Valinor after their destruction, hidden in places of great beauty and power. Each fragment was a piece of their legacy, a reminder of the unity and harmony they had once brought to the land. To understand the shard's purpose, she said, you must seek the places where its light resonates most strongly. Guided by her words, Ilanvar set out once more, his journey taking him to places he had only dreamed of. The first was the gardens of Laurelin, a sanctuary of peace and reflection, where the very air seemed to hum with a soothing melody. The trees here were taller and more radiant than anywhere else in Valinor, their leaves shimmering like gemstones in the dappled sunlight. Streams of crystal clear water wound through the gardens, their gentle murmurs harmonizing with the soft songs of unseen birds. As Elenvar walked among the flowers, he felt a profound sense of connection to the land. The shard in his hand glowed faintly, its light blending with the beauty around him. In this place, the legacy of the trees seemed almost tangible, a living memory that resonated in every petal and leaf. It was here that he encountered an elder elf named Ilarion, a caretaker of the gardens who had spent centuries tending to their delicate beauty. Ilarion spoke of the gardens' history, of how they were a reflection of the harmony that once flowed from the trees. He shared stories of how the Valar would gather here to bask in the trees' light, their laughter and songs filling the air. Elenvar listened intently, his heart filled with quiet wonder. Ilarion's tales painted a vivid picture of a time when light and life were intertwined, a time when the very essence of the world seemed to sing in harmony. The shard in Elenvar's hand seemed to respond to these stories, its glow growing brighter as if recognizing the truth of Elarion's words. As the sun dipped low in the sky, Elenvar bade farewell to the gardens of Lorien and continued his journey. His path took him to the shores of Alqualondë, the haven of the Teleri. Here, the white swan ships rested upon the silver waves, their sails catching the soft light of the setting sun. The sound of the sea, rhythmic and eternal, filled the air with a sense of calm. Elenvar met a Teleri mariner named Galadriel, who shared her own tales of the two trees. She spoke of how the trees' light had once illuminated the waters of Alqualondë, their glow reflected in the gentle waves. Even now, she said, the sea remembers their light. It carries their essence in its depths, a song that echoes through the ages. Galadriel invited Elenvar to sail with her along the coast, where the waters seemed to shimmer faintly under the moonlight. As they traveled, Elenvar felt the shard resonate with the rhythm of the sea, its glow blending with the light of the stars reflected on the waves. In this moment, he understood that the shard was not merely a relic of the past, but a living connection to the beauty and harmony of the trees. Through these encounters, Elanvar's journey deepened. The shard in his hand was more than a fragment of light. It was a bridge between the past and the present, a reminder that the legacy of the trees endured in the hearts of those who remembered them. The Blessed Realm, with all its beauty and wonder, was a testament to their enduring influence. As Elanvar continued his journey, the light of the shard guided him, its glow a beacon of hope and understanding. Each step brought him closer to the heart of the mystery, and though the path was long, it was filled with moments of quiet discovery and reflection. In the timeless beauty of Valinor, the legacy of the two trees shone brightly, a light that would never fade. The journey had brought Elanvar to the heart of Valinor's timeless beauty, but it was also drawing him closer to the mystery of the shard's purpose. Guided by its soft glow, he reached the feet of Taniquetil, the highest peak in the Blessed Realm, where the halls of Manwë and Varda stood, bathed in ethereal light. It was here, in the presence of the King and Queen of the Valar, that he hoped to find the final answers. Elanvar approached the grand steps leading to the halls, his heart steady but filled with quiet anticipation. The light of the shard seemed to grow stronger, as if responding to the nearness of the Valar's power. The air around him shimmered with a warmth that carried both comfort and reverence, the presence of an ancient and profound wisdom. As he ascended, he was met by a figure of radiant beauty. It was Eärnwe, the herald of Manwë, whose voice carried the resonance of the stars. Eärnwe greeted him with a serene smile, his gaze gentle yet knowing. "You carry a fragment of the two trees," he said, his tone filled with quiet awe. "It is a piece of their legacy, entrusted to the land and those who seek to preserve their light." Elanvar explained his journey, his encounters with the wisdom of the Eldar, the beauty of the gardens, and the resonance of the shard with the sea and the land. Eärnwe listened intently, then led him to the summit of Taniquetil, where the light of the stars mingled with the last glimmers of the tree's legacy. At their summit, Manwë and Varda awaited him. Their presence was both overwhelming and serene, their forms surrounded by a glow that seemed to embody the harmony of the cosmos. Varda's voice, soft as a song carried on the wind, welcomed Elanvar. "You have walked far, young one, guided by the light of a fragment long cherished. The tree's essence remains, though their forms are gone, and it is through such fragments that their legacy endures." Elanvar knelt, the shard in his hand glowing brighter than ever before. "I seek to understand its purpose," he said quietly. to know how it might preserve the light and unity that the trees brought to Valinor. Manwë spoke then, his voice like the deep resonance of the skies. The shard you hold is a seed of light, meant not to replace the trees, but to kindle their memory in the hearts of all who dwell in this land. It is a reminder of what was, and a guide to what may yet be. Its purpose lies in uniting the beauty of the past with the hope of the future. As Manwë spoke, the shard's light expanded, enveloping the summit in a gentle radiance. Elenvar felt its warmth fill him, not as a force of power, but as a quiet, enduring presence. A reminder of the harmony that had once defined the world. In that moment, he understood that the shard was not an artifact to be used, but a beacon to inspire. Varda stepped forward, her hands outstretched. "Place the shard here," she said, gesturing to a pedestal of crystalline stone that seemed to rise naturally from the earth. Elenvar did as she asked, and as the shard rested upon the pedestal, its light merged with the starlight above, creating a luminescent glow that seemed to span the skies. The light carried with it the memory of the trees, their golden and silver hues blending in a dance of unity. It was a moment of profound beauty, one that seemed to touch every corner of Valinor. The air was filled with a soft, resonant hum, a song of the cosmos that echoed the harmony of the past. As the light faded, Elenvar felt a deep peace settle within him. The shard, though no longer in his hands, had fulfilled its purpose. It now stood as a reminder to all of Valinor's dwellers, a symbol of the enduring legacy of the two trees and the light that could never be extinguished. Manwë and Varda blessed Elenvar for his journey, their words a quiet reassurance that his path had been true. "You have carried the light with honor," Varda said, her voice filled with gentle pride. "And in doing so, you have ensured that its memory will continue to guide the hearts of many." Elenvar descended Taniquetil, his steps lighter and his heart full. As he returned to the familiar path of Valinor, he carried with him the lessons of his journey, the beauty of unity, the power of remembrance, and the hope that even in loss, light could endure. The land around him seemed brighter, as if the shard's light had touched every tree, stream, and hill. The stars above twinkled with a new brilliance, their reflection in the waters of Valinor a quiet promise of the harmony that would continue to shape the blessed realm. As Elenvar walked the familiar paths back to his home, he felt not an end, but a beginning. The shard's light now lived in the hearts of those who had seen it, and its story would be told for generations to come. A tale of beauty, loss, and the enduring strength of hope as Elenvar walked back through the tranquil paths of Valinor. A profound peace settled within him. The memory of the shard's light merging with the stars above Taniquetil lingered in his mind, like the fading notes of a beautiful song. The blessed realm, so rich with history and splendor, seemed to hum with quiet contentment, as though the very land had been touched by the events on the summit. The journey had been long, filled with moments of wonder, reflection, and discovery. Elenvar had traversed the golden gardens of Laurelin, the shimmering shores of Alqualondë, and the timeless halls of Avalone, each place offering a piece of the legacy carried by the shard. Through it all, he had come to understand that the light of the trees was not merely a relic of the past. It was a reminder of unity, resilience, and the enduring beauty of creation. As he reached the edges of his village, the soft glow of lanterns in the twilight welcomed him home. The elves of his kin, sensing the peace radiating from him, greeted him with smiles and quiet words of welcome. They did not ask for the details of his journey, for they could see its impact in the calm determination of his gaze and the gentle assurance of his steps. Elenvar took a moment to gaze up at the stars. Their light seemed brighter now, more vivid, as if they carried the echoes of the shard's radiance. He thought of how that light would now guide others in Valinor, a beacon of hope and harmony in an ever-changing world. He returned to his simple home, its walls adorned with carvings of trees and stars that seemed to resonate more deeply with him now. As he sat by the hearth, the warm glow of the fire mingling with the starlight streaming through the window, he allowed himself to reflect on the lessons of his journey. The memory of Manwë's words came to him. The shard is a seed of light, meant to kindle the memory of the trees in the hearts of all who dwell in this land. It was a purpose both profound and humble, a reminder that even the smallest light could guide others through darkness. The quiet sounds of the blessed realm filled the air, the rustling of leaves in the evening breeze, the distant murmur of a stream, the soft trill of a night bird's song. These were the rhythms of Valinor, timeless and soothing, a melody that lulled the world into peace. And now, dear listener, let the echoes of Elenvar's journey guide you to your own place of rest. Imagine the soft glow of starlight touching the quiet paths of Valinor, the gentle sway of golden leaves in the breeze, and the comforting warmth of the firelight in a humble home. Allow these images to fill your mind, their serenity wrapping around you like a gentle embrace. Close your eyes and let go of the cares of the day. Feel the soft rhythm of your breath, steady and calm, as the story carries you into the stillness of the night. Like the shard's light, may this tale leave a warmth in your heart, a quiet assurance that even in the deepest shadows, there is always a glimmer of hope. Rest well, my sleepy quest's fellows, and may your dreams be filled with the beauty of Middle-earth. When you wake, the stories of Valinor and beyond will be here, ready to guide you on another journey. Until then, let the light of the stars watch over you, and the peace of the blessed realm carry you into the sweetest of slumbers. Good night, and may the harmony of Valinor follow you into your dreams.